So the distributive property is one of the most used properties as we work with whole numbers. It simply states that if you are given, let's say, a number 2, which is to affect a bracket 3 plus a 2. Whenever a bracket is given, where we have got these two grouped in a bracket, the number that is outside of the bracket can be used to expand the bracket, can be used to expand, which is we distribute throughout the given number in the bracket. So the 2 multiplies the 3. The 2 multiplies the 2. So this, we are distributing 2 into the bracket. 2 times 3 together. 2 times 2, so we're going to add 2 times 2 together. We have distributed. So that is 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 2 times 2, which is what? Which is 4. So this we can add and obtain a 10. We have multiplied each and every part inside of the bracket by what is outside. So let's take this into consideration. If I am given a into x plus y, like this, the distributive property simply states that a is going to multiply x. A is also going to multiply y. So that is a times x, which is ax. A times y, which is what? Which is ay. Times your multiply. This is your distributive property. So this can be used in expansion of brackets where it is easier. Guys, writing this, take note. 2 into 3 plus 2, like what you're given. 3 plus 2 is what? It is 5. Remember the board mass. So it is same as 2 times 5. And what is 2 times 5? It is 10. We are still obtaining the same. But here we have used distributive property. Here we have used board mass. So these properties, they work hand in hand. This is just to prove that it's one and the same at the end of the day. Mostly when you are given, simplify or evaluate or calculate without using a calculator. 3 plus, all right, 3 times, you're given 5 plus 2. 3 multiplying a bracket. So this here, if you are given to calculate, this simplifies to what? A times x, a times y. So that is 3 times what? 3 times 5. You combine it. Plus 3 times what? Times 2. Just like that. So meaning to say 3 times 5, we have got 15 plus 3 times 2, which is what? Which is 6. So we can add these two. 15 plus 6, which is what? Which is 21. Distributive property. Sometimes used to evaluate expansions which are difficult for you to multiply direct. When the calculator is not required on that question, they want you to apply the distributive property. For an example, 4 times 63, multiply this without using a calculator. Without using a calculator. What can I do? I can expand the bigger value, which is the 63, can it be written in terms of what? In terms of two numbers added together. 63, 60, 60, 63 plus 3, 60. There is 60 and what? And 3. So meaning to say we can separate it as 60 plus 3. It's one and the same. 4 times what? 4 times the 63 expanded or separated in 2 is what? 60 plus 3. Just like that. Remember the distributive now. It is easier for you to multiply 4 to 60. So it's going to be 4 times 60. Easier to multiply 4 and 3 in a bracket. So that's plus 4 times 3. So this is it. 4 times 60, 4 times 0, that's a 0. 4 times 6, that's 24. So it's going to be 240 plus 4 times 3, that is what? That is 12. And you can easily add these two. 240 plus what? Plus 12. So it's going to be 2 here. These 2 is going to give us a 5, 2. So it's 200 and what? 52. Without using a calculator, you can expand in that manner. Remember from your grade 7 mathematics, you had something like that. So here I just want you to see how far you can extend your distributive property. You just target the bigger value, 63. Expand it into 2. So the same, let's say we are given 45. All right, let's try another one. 45 times 6. Remember, from the first part of our commutative property, the commutative property AB, A times B is equal to B times A. So I can even interchange these before I apply. So 6 times 45. It's one and the same. I'm just starting with a smaller digit. Then this number 45 can be separated. That is the bigger value that we have. So focusing on that bigger value, can it be separated into 2? Because we want to use our distributive property. 2 numbers, x plus y. So 45, 40, 40, 40. 40 plus 5. All right, so that is our 45. So this is 6 times 45, 40 plus a 5. The distributive property can be used. A multiplies everything. A times x, A times y. So here, 6 is going to multiply 40. It is easier for us to multiply 6 and what? 6 and 40. Plus 6 is going to multiply 5. Just like that. And it is something that we can do. 6 times 40, 6 times 0, that's a 0. 6 times 4, that's 24. Plus 6 times 5, that is what? That is 30. So 240 plus 30, that is what? 270. 240 plus 30. So that's a 0, 7, 2. 200 and what? 270. Just like that. Just like that. So I want you to have a recap of every property, understand the basics. Somehow we are going to use this concept, but this one, guys, you understand this is your previous grade. You dealt with something like this in your expansion, multiplication of numbers that you're given. So I want you to work out more questions where you do not understand, the comment section is there. Do not wait for exams. Write down in the comment section where you do not understand so that we can find time to work on that section or on that part that you do not understand. All right, so that is it till we meet again.